Welcome back. What we'll be dealing with today is the basic rule of layout. Before you design a Facebook or Instagram post image, so I want to guide you through the basic rule of layout. And the basic rule of layout are just six. Number one is focal point. Number two is white space. Number three is hierarchy. Number four, grouping. Number five, scale. And number six, sequence. So I will show you in Canvas how each point is being managed and how it makes your design to be more to be more appealing if you follow all this principle. So let's go to Canvas. Let's find a design. So I will point it out how each concept. So let's say we want to design a Facebook post or Instagram page. Let's say you find square. So Facebook Instagram square. And so it's that of Facebook square too. Once it loads, so again, let us check again. The first one is the focal point. So what does it mean? The focal point what it means is a particular thing that you want to use to pass a main message, a particular thing that is somehow compulsory in your design. So let us take a look. So I will show you a focal point. Now, looking at this design, the focal point on this design is this particular image. This image you see here, this is the focal point. That is, once you look at the design, the main thing you first see is the what? Is this particular design. So another one, the focal point for this is this particular one, this particular design. So this particular moon and message, that is a focal point. So looking at this, the focal point is this Quran under. So those are the. Let us look at another design. So the focal point for the design is this image. So you can see, once you look at the design, so you get what I want to say. So the focal point will be the future of women in engineering. So that is the main thing you first see. Like I was looking at this podcast, the focal point will be what? The ego, because it stands out from the design. Like well, look at this, the focal point will be the what? Telephone, because that is the main thing your eyes will chap in, will be able to see first. So that is the concept of focal point. So to be able to deal with a particular event or a particular test, you want the test you want to stand you want it to stand out from the design that you want to use to pass a particular message. Looking at this design for this particular, you know that this design deal with a phone call or something that talk about phone call. So, and looking at this particular design, you know, this one deal with something Islamic. So that is the concept of the focal point for you to be able to know what a design is talking about. So the second thing is white space. What is white space? That is the the space you give each words between each other, from the picture to the text, from the text to the picture, from a text to another text. So what I mean by this, looking at this and this under, you see that there's a space. So all what you see here is white space. So looking at your design like this, you notice that there's a particular space at this side, at this other side. So this particular side, so there's a white space to make your design align. So looking at this too, you see that there's a space between this text and this text, and there's a space between here and here. So there's a space between the telephone and what, and the text. So that one shows what's right. Let me show you another one. So let's use this. You see that there's a space, a little space between the text up and the podcast. Likewise, the picture and the text be at the back. You can see there's a space that let us know, okay, it's give your design breathing space for you to be able to see, for people to be able to see what you are passing, the image you are the message you are passing. The main reason you are designing is to pass a message, so to give a particular message. So that is what white space does. The next one is hierarchy. What does hierarchy mean? Is that, okay, what is the main thing you wanted to see first? What will be the second? What will be the third? Look, looking at this image, looking at this design, the first thing they want us to see first on the test is the image of ego. You can see that is the what they are focused on, the main thing they want us to see first, followed by what, the podcast. So you're able to see the podcast very well, followed by what they write off before going to what new episode, before the date and time, the month, the email, join us. Those are the focal point. Looking at this, those are the hierarchy. Looking at this, the hierarchy, the first thing they want us to see is this image, followed by what, the message that they are passing. So followed by Ramadan Kareem, followed by this. Those are the hierarchy. How you want people to what, to see the design, what you want them to see first, what you want them to see last, how you want to paste it all over each other. That is what hierarchy is on. So if you look at this design, see that the first thing they want us to see first, the hierarchy is a picture, followed by what, the Black Friday at the back, followed by big sales, followed by 50% before, special offer, and the last thing. So those are the hierarchy, how it works, so that enable to work, to showcase your design in levels. And sometimes you can use bold style to differentiate your hierarchy from the what is it called, the normal size. You can see they use both sides to differentiate this from what, and they use bold and normal text, and they use size to differentiate the big size and this. So that is how to show hierarchy, like what they want us to see first. And the next thing is grouping. That is grouping together the same thing, or that the same information in a design. So looking at this, so that's fine. Okay, like this. So it's a grouping. So let us see here. So as we can see, okay, all those things that they want us to, that they want to group together, the information they want to pass, that are the same. You see from here, group here, up to 50% for all items. Use the Black Friday code and enjoy discount of. So they put it all together. Okay, if you see this is what we want you to see next. So if you see this is what we want you to see next, followed by our address. So we want you to see the offer first. So to know that, okay, this is Black Friday, what you are doing, and to contact us, this what's it called, our phone number. And you see the focal point here is this female here, this lady here, that is this, we are dealing with fashion, we are selling it, followed by what? Followed by Black Friday sales. So they want you to first see this email before seeing the Black Friday sales. That this email and this email is the first thing to see as you enter. So, and the Black Friday sales is the next thing. So looking at the hierarchy, this is the first hierarchy. This is the first thing they want you to see before going to this, before looking at this, before looking at this. They now group all what they want you to do underneath. That is on grouping. The next one is scale. The scale is, okay, what size or how they want to size all together. Look at this. So you see there's a particular pattern for those images. So this and this has different scale. Likewise this, and you see they follow the pattern of white space, that okay, this image should not overlap this. Scaling is just telling you what size, like what area do you want this thing to cover. So like this now, they want this to cover this, and this to cover this area to cover this area, and this particular one to cover up to the this one should not overlap this. Likewise this scale, this particular area, they don't want it to spend up to this. Likewise your design too should be scaled. So which area do you want your design to cover? For instance, now this particular, let me find a design that's cover just simple area. So let me find a design that cover just simple area. So looking at this design, you see all what you are designing does not pass this side, does not pass what? This particular area. So it does not pass this line. So all what you are designing does not what? Pass this side, as you can see. So that is what, or where my mouse is rounding up, that is the area they want the scale. Your design they don't want your design to be outside there. So they don't want the design to be outside there. So that shows the scale or the size or area they want that design want to cover. You don't want it to be dangling on one side or to the other side. Now the last thing is sequence. Sequence is okay if you have two things or the same font, which one that you want it to be big, which one you want it to be small. Like you see here, the jaw skip is bigger than this. So what make it to be a sequence? Okay, they use that to pass information. Okay, this is what we want you to first see before moving to the next one. So like here, we want you to see, okay, we are ironing before going to what? Graphic design. So there's a sequence, that is, there's a way, there's a pattern that is followed. So in order to get how the information that is being passed, the main reason why you want to make your design to be the main reason your design is to pass information, and to pass information in design, you follow what just stick to the basic principle, which is number one, whenever you are using whenever you are designing, follow those what design principle, which is being mentioned: the focal point, the white space, the hierarchy, grouping, skills, and sequence. And I've shown you each way so to go about it. So whenever you are designing, try to follow those principles in your design. So in our next video, we talk about how you can design Facebook post or image on Canva, and some basic principle of design to while designing. So thanks and good.